A quick way to make a professional looking slideshow with your pictures is to use the Photos app. Let's see how it's done. So to actually make a slideshow, you go up to File under the Photos app and you choose Create Slideshow. Give the slideshow a name. From there, it's asking you to choose photos. I'm going to just select some photos from here and choose the Add. Now you're in the slideshow screen. A couple of things that you'll want to notice in here. First of all, your photos are showing up across the bottom. You can add more photos here with this plus sign in the lower right hand corner, where you can add photos. And then this is a good way that you can, when I go back to add photos, you can go back and select more pictures to put them in. Other things to notice along this right hand side, the top one allows you to choose the theme. I would encourage you to play around with these themes as one of the first things that you do, because as you choose a theme, this is how the pictures are laid out differently. This is also how the pictures move and how they're grouped, and it also even determines your font and things like that. Now you can change those, but as soon as you change the kind of theme that you have, it also changes those other things. So it's a good idea to just throw some pictures in there, play with the themes, figure out which one you want to begin with, and then you can do some more editing from there. So as an example, I'm going to choose this sliding panels theme here. And if you notice, and this is a little bit hard to see, but if you look on the bottom, this now has, for slide number 2, there are actually 3 pictures here. As I would preview this, you can see the 3 pictures that are on there. Other things to pay attention to along the right-hand side, you have the music. Now every theme has its own music, but if you want to add your music to it, if you have music in your iTunes library, you can use this little down triangle here. It will show songs that you have in your library. You can simply click on a song that you have in your library. Notice it puts a little check mark up here, and then it brings it up to this selected music. And from here, so for example, let's say that I didn't want this sliding panels automatic tune in here anymore, I could choose this X and get rid of it. Or if I changed my mind on this song and didn't want it anymore, I could get rid of it as well. You could also change the order by simply dragging the songs back and forth. The third button that you see over here is the duration settings. In this you have a choice to fit to music, and so it will play as long as the music that you have in there. So that means that if you're playing slow music and it's very long time length for your song, the pictures will go a little bit slower. If there's not a lot of music there and it's a little more upbeat, it's going to go a little bit faster to it. And then the custom that's in here, you can just drag this back and forth to slow things down and speed things up. Now for your classroom slideshows, you do probably want to keep them moving and keep them quite short. I'm going to recommend, and if you come up here to the upper right hand corner and it tells you the length, I'm going to recommend that you keep a slideshow less than 15 minutes so that it can be uploaded to YouTube and share with people. And we'll talk about that in a separate video. With your actual pictures that you have, you can drag them around to other locations. So I'm simply clicking on a picture and dragging, and it's moving it around, so I can change those. I can also select the text that's in here, and if I click on this text, I can change what the name of this is. And if I right click or a 2-finger click on it, there's also the font. I can change the font and the color of this if I wanted to as well. So I can do those modifications, but I do want to remind you that if you change the font and you change the color and then you go back here and change the theme, you will lose those changes because the text automatically goes with the theme. So choose your theme first, then make these particular changes. If you wanted more text in here, you can simply click on the plus sign in the lower right hand corner, choose add text, and then it would add text again, and you can type in what you want on this particular one. If you're looking at mine and saying, well, I don't really like where the text is showing up here, that's because of the theme I've chosen for sliding panels. And these, again, the text shows up in different places depending upon the theme that you have. So really that's all there is to making a slideshow, is adding your pictures, choosing your theme, choosing your music, and then obviously rearranging things to the order that you want. That's probably the hardest part, is getting your pictures organized so that you have it done in the right manner. This does do an automatic save, and we'll talk about how you can export this in another video.